Hello and welcome to RetrOCU, where we look back at OCU's glorious past. I'm Sydney Valere.
And I'm Dwight Ham. Today we'll be diving into the archives of OCU-TV to look into some of OCU's rich and often humorous history.
Get ready for RetrOCU.
Today, the theme of our show is music. We have some impromptu performances, we have some musical theater, we have a great variety. What else do we have, Sydney?
We even have a celebrity guest for you guys.
And it's a big deal. It's really epic.
In our first clip, we'll be going back to fall of 2010 with our host, Taylor Pressgrove.
And her talent, Carlton Dorsey.
We hope you enjoy it.
Welcome back. Now Carlton is going to play an original composition called An Offering, written by the one and only Carlton Dorsey.
pretty cool. In our next clip, we're going to be taking you all the way to Singapore with Glenn Lin, our host. What does he have for us on this clip, Dwight?
He has his guest, Darryl.
And who's Darryl?
Darryl, I'm not sure who he is, but he's a really good singer.
In this clip, we have more of an impromptu improv show where people are pretending to be celebrities.
Yeah, people are pretending to be celebrities, and then we have Darryl's girlfriend, Gladys.
She's something else.
She is. But this is a really fun show. We hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
We promised her a song by you before we go.
All right, okay. So let me belt a couple of lines for you. Just let me clear my throat.
Yep.
High heels on, headed. Can't no other woman rock a dress like this.
All right, that's
Something
great.
like that. You gotta buy
Okay, are you
the album,
happy?
though.
Yeah, I'm so touched.
Okay, stay with us.
More from 2010.
Welcome back. Singing and playing the acoustic guitar, here is Sonia Barrett with the title track from her new EP, Shut.
Say you need me, don't look me in the eye. I dare you to kiss me, don't take back all that you said, but don't say it again. You know it's perfection in my aching ear. You know exactly what I want to hear, but you shouldn't tease me with an old memory. So just close the door but leave it shut. Don't want your wandering eye to hesitate again. Your arms full of sin, you saved me by a liar's breath, but broke me by the inspiration on your tongue. You know that I do whatever you want, so just lead me on, but leave the door shut. A second being alone. You said love is something you can own, but I could never have you, at least not the part that I wanted to. So I'll stick to the script and the lines we created for better use. So just close the door but leave it shut. Don't want your wandering eye to hesitate again. Your arms full of sin, you saved me by a liar's breath, but broke me by the inspiration on your tongue. You know that I do whatever you want, whatever you want. So just lead me on, but leave the door shut. Leave the door shut.
And that was Sonia Barrett with her song Shut.
And now,
The moment we've all been waiting for.
we present Vanilla Ice. Somehow, Nikki Gray and Neil Berkeley were lucky enough to snag an interview with him in 1996. He's cool.
He's retro.
He's icy. We hope you love it.
Welcome back, everybody. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. Nikki's back with the show's next edition. Here's Nikki, cool as ice.
To a 200-person packed house for the Iceman, Vanilla Ice. The concert brought back memories of high school, but yesterday I had the opportunity to spend the afternoon with Vanilla Ice. Why do you think after 8 years you're still just as popular as what you were?
I don't think I am.
Really?
Well, maybe just as popular because, you know, everybody knew of Ice Ice Baby. When you sell 15 million records, everybody tends to understand this guy is Vanilla Ice. So I have a very recognizable face, but it's popular. As far as record sales go, with every record you have to start over again. So right now I'm in the studio and working on my new record.
You have a lot of name recognition. I mean, your name was in Austin Powers, and I mean, people know who Vanilla Ice is. Why do you think there's such a strong name recognition? My grandparents knew who you were, and my grandparents shouldn't know that probably. Why do you think
my
that is?
grandparents listen to hip hop. No, I just with the tremendous amount of success that I had, I put hip hop music and the name Vanilla Ice in front of a lot of people who never considered listening to hip hop music. So it's, I expanded it in a way. A lot of people give me credit for it, some people don't. But the truth is it did, and I helped hip hop a lot. So I mean, that was my goal in the beginning, but it never, I never thought it would happen like it did. I never thought or imagined that I would get as much success as I did, but it was great. It's been fun, and ain't nothing like having fun and getting paid for it.
There you go. Why do you think you have such a strong following in Oklahoma? I know you've been here quite a few times over the past years for something. I mean, you're playing in a country and western bar.
Back in the days, like in the 80s, I did the Stop the Violence tour with Ice-T and Stetson Sonic and Sir Mix-a-Lot. And
I had that record.
I came through here a long time ago and opened up for them. Before I had a record out, I was on an independent label and everything, so nobody really knew who Vanilla Ice was back then, but I came through here and Oklahoma really appreciated what I was doing back then, and it was really cool. So I've been coming back ever since. They call me, I'm here, that's it.
Okay, well, what do you think is the one thing in your character that makes you a success?
I don't think it's one thing. I think it's many things, the music, number one, because if the music stinks, ain't nobody gonna want to hear it anyway. So I mean, the music, I had a great hit with Ice Ice Baby. And the dancing back then, it's a bunch of different things. It all adds up.
If you could do your career over again, what one thing would you do totally different?
That could be a personal question too. Maybe change management. Oh, did I say that? No, but I would change a few things. But just like as far as my career goes, there's a bunch of things I would do as far as like people had tried to pull strings, should I say, like a puppet with me. So a lot of things went by and I did that I really didn't want to do. To be honest with you, I didn't want to do slow songs, but they pay you, they give you money, and you'd be like, okay. It's hard to say no to greenbacks. So I mean, I got talked in or bribed into doing a lot of things that I didn't really want to do. Now I wished I didn't take the money and I just would have, done my thing.
Done what you wanted.
Right, instead of being a puppet. So that's what I'm doing now, my own thing.
If your fans could know one thing about you that would surprise them, what would you want them to know?
What would surprise them?
Yeah.
The fact that I'm married and just had a baby.
I think that would surprise them. I think that would surprise them a lot. So you're keeping yourself busy in the recording studio. Anything else that you're doing? You're touring a lot?
Yeah, I'm touring a lot. I'm still doing club dates and everything, which is great because this is what I love doing. And the crowds have been great. All the shows have pretty much been sold out. Let's hope it keeps going. And I'm working in the studio. I'm working on a new project called it's called Hard to Swallow.
Okay.
And the name of the tour is going to be called the Block Bumpin' Tour.
Who was your biggest influence musically? When you were growing up and now?
I would say Roger Chapman. I grew up to like Roger Chapman, Zapp, Parliament, Funkadelic, Rick James, Gap Band. Oh man, and James Brown. I would say that.
Who do you listen to now?
The same.
Yourself?
The same stuff. No, I don't listen. I listen to the same stuff. A little alternative. I like some alternative. It's pretty cool. I got some new tracks on my new record, like with a band and stuff. That's like mosh pitting, high energy hip hop. Yeah, it's cool.
Is Vanilla Ice a person, or is he a persona that you play when you're on stage? Like when you go home, are you Vanilla Ice when you go home?
No. I'm Rob, Daddy Rob. Normal person, I don't like to live this big fame life, Actually, it's not fun for me at all. I like to just be normal person. I'm just regular Rob, nothing special, which is good because I get treated normal that way. I don't like people treating me or rolling out red carpet for me, when you don't feel like you just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's different. It's a different treatment you get.
Now I gotta admit, I've done a couple of Vanilla Ice push-ups in my day, but my mom would have killed me if I covered my eyes with my hat like that.
Well, you know, he actually did have some pretty eyes, but that's okay.
Coming up next.
And our last video is from a Studio 22 episode. In this episode, Ferris Willingham brings on Laurel Smalley. And what's she singing, Dwight?
Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid.
I admit that in the past I'd been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True, yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls, so sad, so true. They come flocking to my cauldron crying, "Spells, Ursula, please," and I help them. Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake 'em across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. Here's my best offer, babykins. I know a spell that will turn you into a human for 3 days. Got that? 3. Now before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you've got to get Princey Pooh to kiss you. And if he does, you'll remain a human forever. And if you don't, oh, nothing drastic, I'm sure, darling. Oh, look! Small print. You'll be mine forever and to be doomed to an eternity in my hell-soaked lair. Lawyers, don't you just love them? Oh, and there is one more thing. My fee. I'm not asking much, just a token, really, a trifle. What I want from you is your voice. Oh, you won't miss it, I'm sure. I mean, after all, you'll have your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate the importance of body language. Ha! The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yes, on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on! They're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. But they dote and swoon and fawn on the lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue that gets the man. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman, and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul. It's sad, but true. If you want to cross our bridge, my sweet, you've got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath. Go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam, jetsam, now I've got her, boys. The boss is on a roll. You poor unfortunate
Thanks for joining us on RetrOCU.
Tune in next time for more retro fun. Thanks for watching.